How do I find a new job? How can I make a career change? And the biggest question of all, can I really find a career that I love? Hey, my name is Jen Smith, and I believe career success doesn't have to be at the expense of living a radiantly happy and healthy lifestyle. As a former HR leader and recruiter turned career coach, I get what companies are looking for when hiring top talent. What that means for you is an unmatched combination of insider knowledge and the best kept secrets about making heart-based career changes and navigating the ups and downs of job searching in today's world of work. Whether you're a recent graduate navigating the job market for the first time or a seasoned professional ready for a career change, this show is for you. So grab your coffee or your kombucha, pull up a seat, and get ready to be challenged and inspired to move beyond your self-doubt and take the right next steps towards landing a career you love. Because you deserve a long, radiantly happy and healthy career. This is the Flourish Careers Podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the Flourish Careers Podcast. I'm Jen Smith, your host, and in today's episode, we are talking about the heartwarming parallels between Thanksgiving, the tradition of gratitude, and heart-based career development. And today is a special day. November 29th, when this episode goes live, also happens to be my birthday. Thanksgiving plus the birthday spirit always puts me in a reflective and exceptionally grateful place. And I've noticed a trend since I started career coaching. More and more people contact me for help with a career change on a birthday. So I've heard comments like, I'm turning 25 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, and I've always wanted to do this, and now's the time. Birthdays can trigger intense reflection. They can jumpstart action. Birthdays can provide permission to take a chance. Birthdays are also a natural time to make new resolutions. I was recently talking with a friend, and she was telling me how she does not really do New Year's resolutions, but she always makes new resolutions on her birthday, which I think is so fun. And frankly, I love being a tiny part of big career transitions and birthday celebrations. So if you're craving a career change and you need a kickstart, this is your nudge. But by the way, you don't have to wait for a big birthday milestone to make a change. Life is in session, my friends, and you deserve a long, radiantly happy and healthy career. So for today, we're going to explore how the themes of gratitude, reflection, giving, and growth can seamlessly integrate into your career path during this special time of year, or really throughout any part of the year. So I want to start by talking about the power of appreciation at work. The simple act of showing appreciation can transform an entire work environment. And it's really as simple as saying thank you. So I'm going to share a quick story. I want to take you back to my time as an operations manager in a bustling warehouse facility. And when I took on this role, it was a daunting challenge. The team I inherited was in a sorry state. So there was extremely low morale. People were barely showing up for work. Constant underperformance, and just this lack of enthusiasm every single day. So I knew something had to change. This just is not how I operate. So we started with just me getting actively involved in the team. So I spent a lot of time out on the warehouse floor, rolled my sleeves up, helped out, talked with everyone, and genuinely listened to their concerns and ideas. And what I found was pretty eye-opening. Many people just felt very undervalued or ignored or demotivated because we were always focusing on problems and mistakes. So it was always about the red on the scorecard and how we're going to turn the red to green, and it was never about what they were doing right. So I knew I just couldn't keep pushing the team harder to get results. That was not going to work. So I had to figure out a way to turn things around. And I've always believed in the power of appreciation. So I decided to make that the cornerstone of my approach. So here's a few tiny things that we did that worked really well. So every day before the start of the shift, we would have a huddle where everyone just kind of stands around and we go through the agenda for the day and what roles everyone was doing. So we had a game plan. And so what we ended up doing was adding 2 minutes in the beginning of these stand-up meetings, acknowledging and recognizing individuals for their hard work and dedication. So our company had this initiative called Praise and Hoorays. It's kind of a silly name, but just spending 2 minutes recognizing people made a difference. So I would start by praising contributions and their positive impact on the day before. And then slowly but surely, this transitioned to each team member recognizing each other. So it encouraged everyone not only to strive for excellence, but also appreciate each other's contributions. And I'll never forget, this is one of my favorite moments. There was an informal leader on the team. So this was somebody that wasn't a formal leader, but everyone really appreciated his work. He was a really hard worker and people listened to him. So what he ended up doing one day is that he went around and gave everyone a high five with a quick thought about what he appreciated about each person. And this moment was just so good. It set the tone for the entire shift and everyone was laughing. And really, I felt like it was a turning point with this team. So then to take that appreciation and make it a little bit more tangible, we introduced a team appreciation day. So once a month, our leadership team surprised team members with just tiny tokens of appreciation. We did handwritten thank you notes, gift cards, or even pizza lunches. And over time, this transformation was really notable. The team that once struggled began to show signs of improvement. Productivity was much more smooth. Errors decreased, and employees, they were having fun. They were motivated. The warehouse floor, the whole vibe of the warehouse was completely different. It just buzzed with a positive atmosphere, and my team started taking pride in their work. So ultimately, this commitment to fostering a culture of appreciation improved overall operations and made it a place where people felt proud and wanted to come to work and celebrate their successes together. It was one of my most favorite moments and situations as a team leader. So now let me share some of the research with you. So I've done a lot of work around employee engagement through the years, and there's a well-known study that highlights the power of appreciation at work. And it was conducted by an employee engagement platform called Achievers, and they collaborated with the Human Capital Institute. And the study surveyed thousands of employees across North America to really understand their perceptions and experiences related to recognition and appreciation at work. So some of the key findings I wanted to highlight for you was number one, that the significance of appreciation at work increased motivation. So when employees felt appreciated for their contributions, their motivation to perform well was notably higher. Retention increased. So organizations that actively recognized their employees had lower turnover rates. Productivity was boosted, just like I saw with my team. Employees who were recognized often went above and beyond to achieve their daily goals. Team morale changed. So this culture of appreciation contributed to improved teamwork and collaboration, and colleagues were more likely to contribute to a positive work environment. And then lastly, which probably is not surprising, alignment with organizational goals increased. So recognition that is tied to specific behaviors or outcomes reinforces behaviors that align with the organization's goals, which contributes to a more cohesive and focused workforce. So this studies and these findings really emphasize that appreciation and recognition are crucial in fostering a positive work environment. I will tell you that regular and very sincere recognition can profoundly impact your well-being, your team's and your colleagues' motivation, and overall success at work. A genuine thank you goes a long way. And when you think about it, there's an entire chain that accompanies a genuine thank you. So think about when someone has said thank you to you for something that you've done. It makes you feel so good about yourself. And then also think about the feeling that you get when you express gratitude externally. I don't know about you, but I love shouting out my colleagues and letting them know how much I appreciate them. So there's this whole chain that happens when we say thank you and when we mean it. Okay, so now let's switch gears. I want to talk about another theme around this type of year that makes you feel good and projects gratitude, and that's around giving back to the community. Just as Thanksgiving is a time for giving, giving back to the community can be integrated into your career. So think about the last time you volunteered for a cause. Can you remember that sense of purpose and satisfaction from making an impact? Some of my most favorite and most significant corporate memories are from volunteering together. So we did everything from cleaning out the basement of a Ronald McDonald house to spring cleaning for a summer camp for kids with disabilities, to visiting and singing Christmas carols and making Christmas cards in an elder care facility. The act of giving back and the memories that you make can be a significant part of your career. It's also a chance to step away from your day-to-day tasks and reinvigorate your approach to career, which can help you instill more profound meaning in your day-to-day. And I have to say that volunteering goes beyond philanthropy. It also offers valuable networking opportunities. You can develop new skills and expand your experiences. So picture yourself volunteering alongside individuals who share your values. Volunteering is going to introduce you to new people, potentially from different departments if you're at work, or various industries and backgrounds outside of your own employer. And this diverse mix of individuals can provide you with new insights and perspectives and collaborations you might not encounter in your daily work. And you're building your skills. Think about it. When you volunteer, you're often taking on tasks and responsibilities that require creativity, leadership, and problem solving. And these skills translate directly into your career, enhancing your ability to adapt and innovate and contribute effectively. And all of this is resume builders, my friends. So don't forget that even though it's not directly tied to your day job, it's still building your skills and experiences that is fair game for your resume and for interview discussions. So whether you're mentoring youth, participating in community cleanups, or assisting with local events, each experience adds a layer to your professional growth that you might not find anywhere else. And as you venture on your heart-based career path, consider the invaluable lessons that can be learned from giving back. It isn't just a way to contribute, it's also an investment in yourself. Okay, so now let's take the opportunity to reflect on how you can incorporate the spirit of giving and the spirit of gratitude into your personal career path. So remember that the act of gratitude has the power to transform your path. There's a ritual that I do. I call it gratitude for growth. And I do this every season as part of my heart-based career planning. And I know firsthand how powerful this practice can be. So essentially what you're doing is creating space to acknowledge your professional accomplishments and lessons learned and showcasing gratitude for all of it. So what I want to do is just spend a few minutes with you walking you through this process. So I'm going to provide some prompts that you can use as a guide to help you both reflect on your path and express gratitude for your growth. So as we explore these prompts, consider how each of these inquiries can encourage you to appreciate the path and the people who have played a part in it. So step number 1 is acknowledging your achievements. So many times we forget everything that we've achieved and we only go back 1 year when we have to write our review and we can only remember 2 things that we've done. So that's one of the reasons I like to do this every season, every 90 days, because it gives you a chance to reflect and really showcase your proudest moments. So what are some of your proudest achievements from your career this season? Think about how you've made a difference and capture that. How did you feel when you accomplished these goals, whether they're big or small? Of course, there's always going to be setbacks. No one's perfect, so we want to understand what our lessons are from those setbacks. So what challenges or setbacks have you encountered this season? How did you overcome them and what did you learn from them? From there, you want to express gratitude for the growth and the resilience that you've gained from facing whatever those setbacks were. The next step is to recognize people and connections. So who are the mentors, the colleagues, friends who have supported you this season? How have they made a positive impact on your growth and development? So take a moment to appreciate the guidance and the encouragement that they've provided. Better yet, let them know. Start that gratitude chain. Let them know and that you recognize and that you're grateful for what they've helped you with. This will trigger a positive impact for you and the person that you're going to share that with. And then they can share it with someone else and the chain continues. You could think about collaborations. So think about times you've collaborated with others to achieve shared goals. How have these collaborations and these efforts enriched your success? Acknowledge the power of teamwork and the relationships that you've built. And then the last step is noticing how you've expanded your skill set and your knowledge throughout the year. So I call this section growth and elevation. What were some moments where you challenged yourself to learn something new? Write those down and then take a moment to express gratitude for the opportunities that have allowed you to continuously learn and evolve. So those are the 4 steps. So you're acknowledging your achievements and lessons from setbacks, and you're expressing gratitude for those. You're acknowledging the people and the connections and the collaborations that you've had, and you're acknowledging your growth and elevation. So by now, you might be realizing your career path has incredible depth and richness. This gratitude for growth ritual isn't just about cataloging events. It's about acknowledging and being grateful for everything that comes your way. And as you write your career gratitude, remember that this is not a one-time exercise. Regularly revisiting this practice will help you track your growth and inspire your future. So just as gratitude is a cornerstone of Thanksgiving, let it be a cornerstone of your career, guiding you to new achievements and fulfillment. So as we wrap up, it's clear that the themes of Thanksgiving are more than just holiday traditions. They're guides that can enhance your career growth and fulfillment. From expressing appreciation to navigating change and giving back, these concepts can foster that growth. And remember, the spirit of Thanksgiving and birthdays guide us as we cultivate gratitude and celebrate achievements. That's all for this week, my friend. And in the spirit of gratitude, thank you for being here, for tuning in. Your support and encouragement mean the world to me. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will talk to you next week.